Is God's love really reckless? In this video, we're going to dissect the song Reckless Love, scrutinize in depth the meaning of the word reckless, and see how it fits within the context of the song. Hey yo, what's up? My name is Marcus and welcome to my channel. In this episode, I wish I wrote the song Reckless Love by Cory Asbury. But before we dive deep into this song, please allow me to give a shout out to one of our friends who requested the song Hosanna, Hosanna. And yes, I do wish I wrote the song for a number of reasons, but for now, I'll name the top reason. It's the line in the bridge, break my heart for what breaks yours. Break my heart for what breaks yours. I think this line is so iconic, it would be sacrilegious to even think of using it in another song. That's how recognizable it is. It is up there in the world's list of top 10 most memorable lines in a song. Maybe I should do an episode about it. Now back to our regular programming. Quick trivia. Reckless Love became Cory Asbury's first #1 single on the US Hot Christian Songs chart issued by Billboard in March 2018. It has won K-Love and GMA Dove Awards as Worship Song of the Year in 2018 and was nominated Best Contemporary Christian Music Performance Song in the 2019 Grammy Award. Totally awesome. Reckless Love is in D sharp minor. The time signature is 6/8. Now if you're a beginner songwriter, writing a song in this time signature could be a bit of a challenge. Mainly because our brains were trained with the 4/4 time signature since we were conceived. Before I spoke a word, you were singing over me. So the song starts off with a simple and easy to catch verse. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life to me. The simple pattern 1-2-1-2 were used for both verses, meaning the first and third line have the same syllabication, and the second and fourth lines are also the same. That's a good practice in songwriting. Another tip from this song is to keep the pattern of the first verse similar to the second verse, or third or fourth verse, if applicable. I'm a fan of the play of words in lines 1 and 3 in the verses. I love it. Contrasting words like spoke and sing, I took a breath, you breathed life, foe, fought, worth, paid, amazing contrast. And I felt no worth, you paid it all for me. Notice how the exchange between man and God was poetically articulated. Before man ever did something, God was already a million steps ahead. I believe this is the overarching theme of the song. Right, Cory? Moving on. I like how he used clever lyrical repetition. But notice that even in the use of repetition, he broke the pattern by changing one word and one word only. And by changing one word, the repeated lines became dynamic. It's not boring. You have been so, so good to me. You've been so, so good to me. When that line was repeated, he used kind instead of good. That's just lyrical genius in its simplest form. You have been so, so kind to me. The song structure used is the basic verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. So from verse 1, the song takes you straight to the chorus. I can imagine Cory and the other songwriters discussing whether there should be a pre-chorus or not. Now about the bridge. Although he used symbolisms more than once in the entire song, he used it quite skillfully. I may have a reservation in the use of the word shadow though, only because he used light and shadow in the same line. If you think about it, logically there is a light source and an object that is casting a shadow. So to light up a shadow that's caused by an existing light doesn't make sense to me. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. Maybe in the beginning he thought of using the word darkness. No darkness you won't light up. But then maybe he realized it was too straightforward in comparison to the other symbolisms he used, like mountain, wall, lie you won't tear down. There's no wall So I purposely skipped the chorus to give emphasis on the word he used. Drum roll, you guessed it, reckless. Now before I get crucified for constructively criticizing this one word in the song, let me establish two things. Number one, Cory is a brother. I just spoke to him the other day. I wish. So no animosity here. This is all out of love. Number two, I will try to state my observations and conclusions based on facts and less of my opinion the best I can. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Alright, the word reckless. Is God's love really reckless? First, let's define reckless. According to my friend Webster, reckless is defined as marked by lack of proper caution, careless of consequences. Based on these definitions, can we therefore conclude that God's love is careless of consequences or is marked by lack of proper caution? If the answer is yes, can we then conclude that God is reckless? Because we cannot separate love as the character of God because God is love. Truth is, God designed and planned the greatest love story ever told. I'll leave this point with you guys. Let me know in the comment section below. I could nerd it, I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away. My second point is based off of Cory's reference. In one of his exhortations in Heaven Come Conference 2017, he quoted Luke 15:1-7, the parable of the lost sheep. The shepherd looks for the one lost sheep and leaves the 99. That may seem reckless, but to put it in perspective, a good shepherd will never leave his flock unless there's someone who would look after them. An assistant shepherd, perhaps, or at least leave a sheepdog to look after the flock. The shepherd cares for the 99 as much as the one lost sheep. Imagine the shepherd's shock coming home rejoicing with his one lost sheep to a slaughtered 99 sheep massacred by hungry ravenous wolves. Okay, I think that's too much to imagine. So what are we going to do? Cancel Cory? Definitely not. But we exercise wisdom and gentleness. Jesus put it best. Be wise as a serpent, but be gentle as a dove. No hate. I'm thinking of a perfect word to describe the love of God. Perfect. Yeah. A perfect word. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, perfect love of God. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending. That's it for me. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you in the next episode. Peace. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending.